at the top of your mat or wherever you're sitting. Close your eyes or bring a gentle gaze down to the floor. Start to connect with your breath, growing mindful of each inhale and each exhale. Place your hands face down on your knees. Sorry about that, my cat is meowing at me. I'm going to be guiding you through this slow, gentle vinyasa. My name is Jessica, for those of you that don't already know. Slowly begin to find stability on your mat, grounding your hip bones down onto the floor. Keep your spine straight without building tension in your back. Your crown lifting towards the ceiling or the sky. Take a deep inhale through your nostrils and exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Inhale through your nostrils and exhale, sigh it out your mouth. Continue to take deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and sighing it out. Inhale and exhale, release any tension you might be carrying. Keeping your eyes closed, start to focus on the sounds in the room, out the window, or if you're outside, anything you might hear around you. Cars passing by, the rustle of the leaves, any noises coming from my end. Take note of the temperature of the room, on your skin, on your arms, your face. Continue to hold peace in this stillness, taking this time to slow down. Start to bring thought back to your breath, deepening each inhale and each exhale. In through your nose, out through your nose. Bring movement back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up and around overhead. And exhale to fold over your legs, keeping your spine straight, your crown lifted, keeping your eyes closed, or bringing a gentle gaze out in front of you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, maybe fold a little deeper. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale to deepen. Try not to curve your spine. Stay mindful of the straightness of your back. Use your next inhale to walk your hands back up towards your legs. Ooh, sorry about that. My cat is losing his mind, I guess. Inhale, bring your arms back up and around overhead. And exhale, bring them back down to your sides. Inhale, up and around overhead. And exhale, back down to your sides. Inhale one more time, up and around. And this time on your exhale, fold back over your legs, walking your hands out in front of you, pivoting at your hips instead of curving through your spine. Inhale for length, and exhale to fold deeper. Use your next inhale to slowly again walk your hands back up towards your body and out to your sides. Inhale up and around. Exhale, tilt to the right, feeling that stretch in your left side, directing each breath into any sensations you might be feeling there. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale to the left, taking those same breaths, this time directing them towards the stretch in your right side. Exhale back to center. Inhale, slightly back, not too much. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the right. On your next exhale, back to center. Inhale to the left. And exhale back to center. Inhale. And exhale, bring your arms back down to your sides. Plant your hands and move your hips back, planting your knees for a tabletop position. From here, you're going to inhale, tucking your toes, bringing your gaze up towards the sky, and dropping your belly for cow pose. Exhale, cat, curving your spine, pushing down onto the mat or the ground, bringing your gaze to the floor. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale one more round, tucking your toes for cow. And exhale, cat. Come back to a neutral spine. Walk your hands about 5 inches forward. Bring your hips back. Inhale, bring your hips up to the right, forward, exhale to the left, and back for a full circle. Inhaling your way up, take another circle, and exhaling your way back. Take circles at your own pace. Remain mindful of your breath. And after your next full circle, go in the opposite direction. Bring your hips to the left, forward, to the right, and back. If it helps, you can tuck your toes or leave them untucked. Take these circles as fast or as slow as serves you. After your next full circle, bring your hips back down to your heels, reaching your arms forward onto the mat, and bringing your forehead down to the mat for a child's pose. If your toes are tucked, you can untuck them here. If at any time you need a rest, this pose is here for you. Use this space in child's pose to set an intention. It can be an intention for the class, for yourself, for your semester. On your next inhale, come back up to a tabletop. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Take any movements here that feel good. You can roll up onto your toes, pedal your feet, sway your hips. Bend your knees, look forward. Inhale and exhale. Step yourself up to the top of the mat, staying folded over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, straightening your spine. And exhale, fold back over. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold back over. Inhale, come up and around with your arms. And exhale, fold back over. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back for plank. Lower down by dropping your knees, your chest, and your chin. And inhale to come up for a back bend. Exhale, lower back down onto the mat. And inhale, come back up for your back bend. Exhale, lower back down. And inhale, come back up one more time. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for down dog. Reach your right foot up and out behind you. Inhale and exhale. Bring that foot up between your hands and drop your left knee, untucking your left toes. Bring your hands onto your right knee and then up overhead. Take a back bend here. Crescent lunge, leaning into your bent knee and reaching your fingers back behind you. Inhale and exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to round your foot. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your hips, bringing your hips back towards your heel and curling your right toes towards your face. Exhale, walk your hands forward and past your right foot, bending deeper into your right knee. Inhale, come back, bringing your hips back, curling your toes towards your face. Taking a stretch into your hamstrings, inhaling into the sensations, and exhale, come forward. Sorry about my cat, guys. I'm going to take her that next time. Inhale, walk your hands back, and exhale, walk your hands forward. Bring your hands back to center to round your foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee. Bring your hands up to your right knee and up overhead for a high lunge. Square your hips off, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Take control of your breath, inhaling into any sensations you might feel, and sighing out any tension. Use your next inhale to pivot your left foot so that it's perpendicular with your right, bringing a bend deeper into your right knee and squaring your hips off again with your shoulders. Bring your gaze over your right fingertips for a warrior two. Flip your front palm, inhale, and reach your right arm over your left side. Staying mindful of that bend in your knee. Exhale, bring your right arm down to your right knee and reach your left arm over your body. Inhale, come back to peaceful warrior, bringing your right arm over your left side. And exhale, bring your right arm over your right knee, reaching your left arm over your right side for side angle pose. Inhale for peaceful. And exhale, side angle. Inhale one more round, peaceful. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, bring your arms back to a T. Straighten your right knee, bring your gaze back over your right fingertips. And reach as far to the right as you can before dropping the right hand along your right knee and reaching your left hand towards the ceiling. Your gaze follows your left fingertips. Be mindful to create space between your left shoulder and your ear. Inhale, slowly come back up to a T. And exhale, bring your arms to prayer. Pivot your right toes so that they're facing the same direction as your left. Inhale, bring your arms up and around overhead. And exhale, fold over your straight legs. Take any movements here that serve your body and feel good. You can walk your hands to one side and then the other. You can bend into one knee, then the other. Take any movements here that serve you. You can come to your forearms. Come back to center. Plant your left arm down onto the mat and reach your right hand towards the ceiling. Bring your gaze to follow your right fingertips. To deepen the pose, you can reach your right hand to your left thigh over your back. Breathe into the sensations in your thighs, in your back, in your arms. Exhaling any tension. Take one more deep inhale in this pose and use your exhale to come back out of it, bringing both hands down onto the mat. Plant your right hand and reach your left towards the ceiling. Taking that same pose, if you took the variation to deepen the pose by grabbing to your thigh, you can take it here too, keeping your gaze on the ceiling or the sky. Come back out of the pose, inhaling and exhaling to bring your hands down onto the mat. Inhale, bring your arms up and around overhead. And use your exhale to come back to a warrior two, bringing your arms out to a T, pivoting your right toes so that they're facing the front of your mat. Bring your hands onto your hips and pivot your back toes so they're facing the same direction as your front. Inhale, bring your arms up and around overhead in this high lunge. And exhale to cartwheel your hands back down. Inhale, and use your exhale to step your left foot back up to meet your right, folding over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come up and around with your arms, and exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, plant your hands and step your feet back for plank. Inhale, and exhale, drop your knees to your chest and your chin, and inhale to come up for a back bend. Use your next exhale to tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back for down dog. Lift your left foot out and back. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it up between your hands, dropping your back knee on top of your back toe for a low lunge. Bring your hands up to your left knee, squaring your hips off with your shoulders. Bring your arms up overhead and come back for a crescent lunge, taking a slight back bend here. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your hands back down to round your foot. Inhale, walk your hands back towards your hips coming back towards your heel, curling your left toes towards your face. And exhale, walk your hands forward, bending deeper into your left knee. Inhale, come back. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, one more round, coming back. And exhale, come forward. Round your foot, coming back to a neutral lunge. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Bring your hands up to your left knee. And then up overhead for a high lunge. Pivot your back foot so that it's perpendicular with your front. Bringing your arms out to a T. Squaring your hips off with your shoulders. Bringing your gaze over your left fingertips for a warrior two. Inhale, come to a peaceful warrior. Reaching your front arm over your right side. Staying mindful of that bend in your left knee. Exhale, bring your left arm to your knee and reach your right arm overhead for side angle. Inhale, peaceful. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, peaceful. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, one more round, come to peaceful. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, bring your arms back to a T. Straighten your left leg. Bring your gaze over your left fingertips. Reach as far to the left as you can before dropping your left arm along your left leg, reaching your right arm towards the ceiling or the sky. Use your next inhale to slowly come back up to a T. And exhale, pivot your right toes back and bring your arms up for a high lunge. Inhale. And exhale, cartwheel your arms down, your hands down onto the mat. Inhale. And exhale to slowly step your foot up to the front of the mat, staying folded over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold back over your legs. Inhale, bring your arms up and around overhead. And exhale, bring them out to your sides. Separate your feet about mat's width apart, pointing your toes outwards. Bring your hands to prayer. Inhale. And exhale, lower down into a yogi squat, pushing your elbows into your knees, keeping your spine straight, your crown lifted, gaze forward. Keep your hands at prayer. Use this space to reconnect with your breath and your intention. Clench your right hand and reach your left towards the ceiling, taking a gentle twist to your spine. Your gaze follows your left fingertips. To deepen the pose, you can reach your left arm around your back, your left hand to your right thigh. Keep your gaze up. Inhale and exhale, slowly come back out of the pose, bringing your hands to prayer. Plant your left hand, bring your right arm to the ceiling or the sky for the same pose on this side. To deepen, you can take your right arm around your back, reaching for your left thigh. Inhale and exhale, come back to center. Slowly lower your hips down onto the mat and bring your feet forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale up and around. And exhale back down to your sides. Inhale up and around. And exhale, bring your hands forward, palms face up. Inhale. And exhale, lower down as slowly and controlled as you can, down onto the mat. Once you're laying down onto the mat, take one full deep breath, inhaling through your nose and sighing out through your mouth. Hug your knees into your chest and take a gentle sway back and forth, massaging your lower back. Come to stillness. Hugging your knees into your chest, release just your left one down onto the mat, so your heels down onto the floor. Open your right knee out to your right side. Bring your arms out to a T or a cactus. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Hug your right knee back into your chest. Then bring it over to your left side, bringing a twist into your spine. Bringing your arms back out to a T, or bringing a bend to your elbows for a cactus. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Keep both shoulders down onto the floor or the mat. Hug your right knee back to center. Then bring your left back in to meet it. Take that sway back and forth again, hugging your knees into your chest. Massaging your back to release any tension you might still be carrying. Come to stillness. And release just your right leg this time down onto the mat. We're going to take the same poses here, just on your left side. So open up your left hip, bringing your left knee out down to the mat. As close as you can get it, you can keep your hand there for support. And bring your arms out to a T, or bring a bend to your elbows for a cactus. Bring your gaze over your right side. Hug your knee back into your chest. And bring it over your right side, keeping your both shoulders down against the mat. And your gaze over your left shoulder this time. Bring your knee back to center. And bring your right leg up to meet it, hugging both knees back in your chest one more time. Reach between your knees to the outside edges of your feet and open up your legs for happy baby. You can take any movements here that feel good. You can straighten one leg and then the other, or both at the same time. I like to bring the soles of my feet together and bring them into my body for one last hip stretch. Take any last movements before our final rest of the class. And when you're ready, you can come to lay down, feet down onto the mat, hands down beside you, palms face up, the inside edges of your feet facing towards the sky. You can close your eyes or bring a gentle gaze up to the ceiling. Take a deep inhale through your nose and exhale, sigh out your mouth. Begin to grow mindful again of any noises around you. Any noises out the window, or if you're outside, the sound of the trees or cars passing by. Any sounds that might be coming from my end of the screen. Focus your attention on the temperature of the air against your skin, against your arms, your face, your toes. Start to return to a natural breath. Start to deepen your breath. Bring movement back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, roll over onto your right side, using your right arm as a pillow. And again, when you're ready, come up to a seat at the top of your mat, keeping your eyes closed or bringing that gentle gaze onto the floor in front of you. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Take a moment to reconnect with your intention that you set towards the beginning of class. Thank you for letting me guide you in this class today. Sorry about all the noises my cat made. I'll make sure that doesn't happen next time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Namaste.